I'm going to.
Every time you're walking, going upstairs, whatever it is, that's time away from the computer. And that's time wasted in this dojo.
Yeah.
I stopped wiping. It's a waste of time.
Oh my god. Whoa.
That's gross, Enardo. Don't say that.
Yeah,
come
don't
on,
say
man.
that, Enardo. That's weird.
I didn't say anything.
Well, first things first. For one, are we recording?
Yeah, we are.
Great. Hey, welcome to the Gamer Hole. We have Enardo here today.
Oh,
But,
crap, we started? Oh, hey. Hi.
Oh, one more thing we should talk about since some of the podcast viewers have not noticed this. Decky, could you explain what's going on in the background since I don't think most people aren't going to see the last podcast?
I'm a flight sim streamer, and this is the T420. It's my premier flagship for Trash Air, and it's a fully enclosed foam board cockpit that I built to really immerse myself in flight sim.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to keep it up for like 3 days, but now it's been like 3 weeks, and it's really hot.
To-do
I
list.
a thermostat like for inside the cockpit, and I'm just like sitting in here sweating in my own filth and flying planes all day. It's great though. They have, like,
Oh my god.
got like a nice little door that we can come in and out.
Oh shit, that's a door? Wait, hold on. I thought you were like that's like really far away from your back. I thought it was like the back of the room, like a whiteboard or some shit.
He's in there. He's in
I
a...
thought that was like the really far back.
Yeah, I've got green screen windows that you have clouds floating in on my stream.
Oh my god.
I have other cameras in here too for multi perspective, but yeah, it's
He wears a little pilot outfit too. I was watching you last night. You were the top of the flight sim category.
It's not saying a lot, but
I mean that's your thing though. You're doing it right.
that has been the history of Decky. Like, he plays games until they're dead, and he will be the top of that category for a good time until he finally gives up on the game or the game shuts down, one or the other.
Yeah, he played what's that? Radical Heights.
Radical
into the
Heights.
Dirt.
Yeah.
until the end. That's right.
Yeah, still miss it, don't you?
I do every day.
So, did we introduce Enardo? Really?
Kind of. Yeah, Decky got it out of the way. Don't worry about it.
It's fine, that's fine.
There's
I'm watching
Enardo.
I'm watching his VOD.
He's watching a VOD.
He's
now.
got like the controls. I didn't know he had the actual fucking
Yeah, I have
like
Got a
controls.
flight stick and
I got
everything.
some-
Yeah.
Not the full setup. Like, I really wish I had the yoke and stuff. I wanted the yoke for like airplanes,
Mhm.
like the
Mm.
wheel thing, not just like the joystick, because most big airplanes have the wheel. You know, some of the smaller ones have sticks. But I was like, the wheel's not gonna be versatile with any other games later on.
Right, you can't switch games without
Not
yoke.
like a stick you can use for flying helicopters, spaceships in Squadron, or
Right.
other stuff. The wheel is strictly only gonna ever be
Oh,
flight.
we're squadding up, Nardo. You're invited, of course. But when Star
Oh.
Wars Squadron comes out, you have to
Oh.
buy like a flight suit and a stick.
Oh shit. A flight suit as well.
Yeah. I mean, I have like four flight. I have like 4 costumes.
Kings, show him the helmet. Show him the helmet.
Wait, what?
I don't have the helmet with me. I have the
Show him
backup helmet.
something. Yeah, Rebel
That's the
Alliance.
backup. What it is you got me excited with your Trash Air whole cockpit thing, and I was like, that's it. Like, Decky has his game. He's going hard in the paint with this. I was like, I'm gonna go hard with my game. So I was like, Squadrons is coming out in October. I'm buying it all. Like, I bought the flight stick, and I was like, that's not enough. That is not enough. So I got like 3 helmets, and I've got like 4 different like costumes. Like, I have like the Imperial officer costume, which I actually wore on stream already.
Definitely some influence there.
Definitely some influence.
That's great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I watched a little bit of stuff on it, and I didn't know that it was strictly first person.
Yeah, it's
That's
strictly
a-
first person. It's amazing.
I couldn't believe that they did that. That's like throwing out a whole casual group of people.
Right.
Say like,
Get him out of there. That's
like,
what I say. Get him
I'm
the
all
fuck
for it.
out.
Like, screw that casual shit.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that like they did that. I was like, that's not what I expected.
After all your time in flight sim, do you think you could fly an actual plane yet?
A small plane, I could probably get to the ground really roughly. It wouldn't be clean, and there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't want to mess around with. But I think if I like up in a little Cessna, my pilot dies, I could probably put it down.
So, like, in an emergency, you could maybe take over mid-flight and land the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you were in a small plane and there was like 2 other guys there, and then they were like, "Do you know how to fly?" You'd be like, "Well, I think I'm a little bit qualified," and then you take over.
I did, I am the top streamer in Microsoft Flight Sim.
Just show us one of his clips of him screaming while landing a plane. Yeah, that's fine.
Anyways, Enardo,
Hi, Enardo.
welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome to the
Hey.
Gamer Hole.
Welcome
Now
to
that
the
we've
Gamer
got all that out of the way,
hey,
good to have you.
yes.
Enardo is
Thank you.
a very popular YouTuber, survival
Whoa.
games. I know he plays a lot of Rust, but he might not want to be playing so much Rust. As you've said to me in the past, I don't know how you feel now, but Enardo, welcome to the hole.
Is this the
Welcome
Gamer Hole?
into our hole.
Whoa, this is the gamer hole.
Yeah.
Pretty small in the gamer hole.
He secured him. We almost had an exclusive Enardo face reveal. You know what you can do? You could do what Swagger Souls did and have a video with like a ton of different faces. And then,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I've
one of
seen
them
that.
is you, but you don't
I
say
was-
which one.
Yeah, I've seen that video. That video did really well. That like broke the internet. I'm like, that's the gaming. I was
Yeah.
thinking of like faking, like saying it on stream, but jokingly saying, "Hey guys, I'm gonna show my face now, but I'm gonna make it as if I did it by accident." So you guys clip it, cut this part out, post it everywhere, like try and look like I'm, like try and make it look like I accidentally did it.
Any reason why you've chosen not to show your face this whole time?
I don't
just
know.
like
I'd never really thought of it until like recently.
I've seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
Handsome
seen me.
young man. Truly.
Aw.
I'd like to see that face in public.
In
I
public.
think once you make it a thing, though, it's tough to actually
Do it.
do
Mm.
it. Like once
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, show your face," and you already got an audience like not showing your face. It's like, because I know
Yeah.
Jen
Yeah.
did the same thing. You know.
I feel like with streaming, especially, no offense, Enardo, but I'm always much more involved in streams with a face cam personally. Unless
Yeah, no,
it's
I see that. I see. I know.
unless
I
it's like
understand
a
that.
friend of mine, I can watch with that. Like I'll watch your stream, But if it's like someone I know, I don't need a face cam.
Right.
But if it's someone new, like I can't get into it unless there's a face cam for some
I
reason.
think
Yeah.
it's the connection. Maybe the
Totally.
connection.
I think you form a connection with someone new easily by seeing what they look like,
Right.
and like seeing how they react to stuff. So I think like discovering a new stream is much easier with a face cam.
Like I've known a few guys, and I've seen actually a few of them succeed way more than I have.
Right.
And,
There are some people that
hate 'em
do.
for it, but you can do it. It's just I feel like that's an uphill battle.
Well, I mean, Enardo, he does fine as it
Yeah,
is.
he does.
got, like,
He's actually quite.
he's got a
doing quite
large
well.
following. Like Lyric, I've never really watched him, but I know who he is. But I don't watch his stream, and I never form that like connection with him because there's no face cam, and I don't really know anything about him. It doesn't matter how big or small. It's just I don't know. For me personally,
Yeah. Who doesn't love Summit when he punches a monitor and breaks it?
exactly.
He started playing DayZ like a week
Oh.
after I quit that shit.
Yeah.
I've been playing it for months. And then I'm all like, I'm done with the stream snipers. I'm done with this game. And then here comes Summit making it big and popular. And I'm all like, give me a goddamn break.
Shroud was on it too.
Yeah, Shroud was on it.
Everybody's getting it on DayZ.
Didn't that happen with a couple other games?
You know, it's happened so many times.
But yeah, speaking of that, is there any good games coming out soon? Because I feel like it's a dry spell right now.
We're not talking about Decky games. We're talking about real games.
It's a feast of games right now. I'm living it up.
He's like a pig in shit right now with all these horrible games floating around. Anyway, hey, Enardo, can I ask you something?
Depends. Now go on. What is it? What is it?
We'd like to hear more about you personally.
Oh God.
That's what this is
Oh.
really about.
Whoa, wait, is this like a trap then? You get people in here, you like squeeze every single bit of information about them in a personal level?
Gaming or
God damn it.
This is an interrogation.
yeah.
Oh God. Well, what's the question?
Would you mind sharing with us your most embarrassing memory or just something you just think about late at night and just shudder and cringe over years later? Just something embarrassing that happened to you that you wouldn't mind sharing.
I'm trying to think now. Fuck. You gotta let me think of that one for quite a bit. I already.
Okay, we can come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back. I'll try and think it through.
He doesn't have anything embarrassing off the top of his head. Lucky guy. I mean,
No,
I
I'm
don't
trying to
really
think.
either,
Trying to
but like I've had a couple of them, you know. I think sometimes you it just comes to you and you can't get rid of it for like 3 days, you know, like when you cringe at yourself. I don't know if you guys ever have that happen.
I don't remember what it was though.
I thought of several this morning.
I was like, I even need to remember this for the gamer hole because it was something I was like, oh, that was so pathetic. It was something I was just ashamed to even look at myself in the mirror. It wasn't anything gross or nasty. It was just like, God, you're a loser.
Probably playing WoW, you know, drinking your own piss, something like that.
That's just dedication.
That's dedication to being a gamer. Yeah.
I think I got one.
Okay.
So this is when I went clubbing to London, and I get motion sick, really bad motion sick.
Clubbing, you said?
Clubbing, yeah, clubbing. Went to the club because here in the UK, yeah, you can be 18. All right, because I know elsewhere it's different. But I remember when I was making my way back, we got an Uber back. These are like friends of friends as well. These ain't just like my close friends. So if it was close friends, it would be viewed differently. And my dumbass, I was like low key drunk. We decided to try and go on my phone whilst in the back of the Uber, and I get really bad motion sick. And you know, if you play VR and stuff, you know how it kicks in. And, you know, after a few drinks, you kind of fucked. So me doing that, I felt like I was gonna be sick, and it's one of those you know those car windows where you have to like twist it with like, the handle.
Yeah.
I was trying to like open the window, wheel it down, and there was not enough time. And I'm like sitting right behind the driver in the Uber, right? And when because it's from London, I threw up, and it was like, "Oi, fam, did you just throw up in my car, yeah?" And I was like, "Hey, boss, I'm sorry. Boss, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, yeah." And he goes, that's a fine. One of my friends, she went, "Is it raining?" She was drunk herself. She thought it was raining or something. It was disgusting. It was a mess, all right? It was a mess.
She thought it was raining?
Yeah.
It
was a mess.
To the air? No.
I don't know what happened. I can't even remember. And then I rolled down the window and put my head out the window for the rest of it. And then I got charged a 60 to 80 pound fine. I think it was to my friend's account, and I had to pay him back. That was really awkward. A bit of a messy story. But these were people that I kind of knew there and there. These ain't people like.
Well, that kind of makes it better, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna see them again.
If you don't have to see them again, don't worry about it. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I'd so much rather barf on a stranger than someone who I don't like give a shit about than like a close friend, because they tease you about it for years. Yeah. I remember this one time, my friend, this was in high school, like early high school. My friend was like, he was really strong, and like he was doing this thing where like, you know, where you like go like this on a table and you like plank your body on it. If you're like really strong, you could do it.
Yeah.
He was doing that and just like farted during it. And he still remembers it perfectly, because he was like not the type to like fart in front of people and stuff. And I just started laughing so hard, and like every now and then like I bring it up again. He's like, "How do you remember that?" I'm like, "People don't forget." Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Enardo. I mean, I've had a few times. I mean, I've never thrown up on anyone, but I've definitely had some drunk mishaps. If you directly throw up on someone,
That's some next level.
Yeah, they might remember it forever and be a little upset.
We need to have a highlight of Enardo, and that needs to be him bringing all that British slang in.
That was great.
That's how they speak, though. Here, like what's weird is since I started YouTube, I had to get rid of it.
That's the highlight material right there. I mean, throw smells bad, but it's not like puking, dude. I don't know. It's whatever.
Like, it doesn't really bother me that much. Like, I can see someone do it and obviously like clean up after someone if they're like really drunk. But like, I still don't want it on me. You know, like it's not like great, obviously.
I really dislike barf.
By it. Yeah.
If I smell it or see it, I'll end up joining in with the throwing up.
I won't throw up, but I will avoid. Like, I can't like clean up someone else's barf. I don't think like that would be a horrific experience for me, unless it was like my child or something. Like,
it's not that big of a deal.
I've thrown up in a few Ubers. I've been with people throwing up in Ubers. I've gotten banned from Uber.
Wait, what? Because of it? wait, what? How did you get banned off Uber? What did you do?
I was drunk, but I got banned off Uber, which like that's my primary means of transportation. So that was pretty rough.
One time my dog he had just ingested like a ton of pills. A friend came over with just a bag of a mix of a million different pills in like a Ziploc bag, and it was in her purse, and she put her purse on the floor. And he got in there and just started eating the pills like dog food. Oh, so God. Like I called an Uber to rush him to the animal hospital. And I was mean to that fucking Uber driver because he was taking his time and just like being like so fucking slow. I'm like, there's an open lane. Go. My dog is sick. Come on. What the fuck? I was like yelling at this guy. And like I was like, hey, my dog he just ate a ton of pills. We're in a fucking hurry. Like before I got in the car. And he was just so fucking slow.
I mean,
like,
they were mostly vitamins, though, right? Like they weren't.
No, there was vitamins amongst like a leave and like bad
Oh.
shit for dogs.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he would have died. He almost died. Like the vet gave us like a 50-50. Like
Yeah.
he might live, he might die kind of thing. But he's fine, obviously. But I was mean as fuck to that Uber driver. And I think that's why I have a 4.77.
I don't like talking in Ubers.
That's how I feel.
It's
Like.
just a classic conversation. Like, oh, the weather's good. Yeah. Haha. You been busy? Yeah. No. Oh, well.
Oh
Cool.
man, I've had a couple great conversations in taxis
Oh.
and Ubers. I've had some great talks, some of the best I've had. All kinds of shit. I love that. I love talking to the Uber drivers and cab drivers and stuff. Depending on my mood. Sometimes I'm not in the mood, but
Well, I've had one good conversation, but it was mostly because my friends were there, and we just like the Uber driver chatted with us while we were having a conversation. That was good. But like when you're alone and then the Uber driver's like trying to chat with you, I hate that.
I love it. I
Oh,
love
God.
to talk to them.
I hate that.
Dude, I made some of my best friends in Ubers. Like honestly, I have felt so close in that during that ride to my Uber driver or cab driver before that I was just like, hey man, like shake their hand, like, hey, you have a great fucking day. And they're like, dude, have the best day ever. Like it was great. Honestly, like I love forming like connections like that.
Do you know what they're
It's
thinking
fun.
when they're talking to you? This
What?
guy better give me a 5-star. He better give
Oh,
me
I
a
do,
fucking
too.
5-star.
I do. Like, yeah. And a tip sometimes.
People get real uppity about tipping. Real uppity. Like it's like political almost.
Yeah.
Like,
and
or
if
like-
you're like, hey, I tip generously, a lot of people are like, what the fuck? Why? Why?
Wait, what?
No,
Did you have this
fuck
conversation
you,
before?
You dirtbag. I tip well. Fuck off.
Yeah, I tip well.
Make their be nice. Make their day, you know? Unless you're tight on cash, then, you know, don't.
Right.
But
Be responsible about your money. But like if
yeah.
you have a little bit extra and they did a good job,
If
why
they
not?
did a good job, fucking throw them a bone. What the fuck?
Yeah.
The guy in the comments. I agree. But there's gonna be the guy in the comments who's like, it's their job to do a good job. You should pay them extra.
You know what?
Well, like, but they're not getting paid like full, hourly wages that most people do. And he's like, it's not my fault that they got that job. Like, there's angry people.
I know. Well, you know what? It is the social norm to tip in this country, so take a fucking hike. That's my opinion.
The weird donations. You guys get them? You guys must get them, right? Is it
Oh,
is it
yeah.
just about your toes, feet?
Oh, I have been sexually assaulted
Interesting. Yeah.
endlessly.
Yeah.
Aqua's fiance. Aqua's fiance always
Oh.
donates to my stream.
Whoa.
Really?
Whoa. Hey, whoa.
It's not really her. It's not her. I thought they just did that to me.
It's not her.
Wait, what?
No, it's not her. It's just I thought they just made their name that just for my stream.
What's the name? What's the name?
I thought it was like Orby the whole time. Maybe it is Orby. It's I
It's
don't
not.
think it
It's
is,
not
though.
Orby. It's not Orby.
I thought
But
it
what's
was
the
like
what are they called? Is it like Miss AquaFPS? What?
Oh, Aqua's
Aqua's
fiance.
fiance. Yeah.
Aqua's. Oh, they actually just called Aqua's fiance.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a guy. He'll just be like, "So I see you're not having a good time in your game today. Please don't beat me up later."
Oh my
He'll
God.
say shit like that. It's so fucked.
Pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, my fiance has been trolling around in your stream, Decky.
Paid for it. I'm not complaining.
Probably watching this right now. They're
my
listening in.
fiance would never watch my stream. Get real. Come on. She doesn't watch any of my stuff.
Or this is for everybody, Enardo and everybody else. How do you guys feel about family or like significant others watching your stuff? My
My
girl.
parents don't understand what I do. Siblings, they don't care, but they're okay with it. Before they hated it. Before none of them understood, and they found it as a bad idea because I did have to because I went to college. Well, college here is different over there. You turn 16, then you got college for like 2 years, I think. And then after that, you either go university or you get a job. And I did college. I did 1 year of it, and then I did an apprenticeship. That went okay-ish, but towards the end, it went a bit iffy, and I dropped out and just went full time the YouTube and the Twitch. But no, they hated it. They hated it.
Yeah. At first they hate it. And then you're
Yeah.
like, I'm actually like, doing pretty well here. And then they're like, okay,
Oh,
that's neat.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
my mom still would much rather me be some fucking banker or some shit. She was like trying to groom me for that so much. But I was off skateboarding and like doing bad shit with my friends. So like she's like,
If you can make a living off something, usually people are, and you're not like
They gotta
hurting
be proud
yourself
of
or
that.
others. They're pretty proud of, you know.
yeah, you're an entrepreneur. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Even if I was like most popular dude in the world, I would still be like, no way in hell can anybody watch it that I know. It
Really?
Yeah, it freaks me out.
So your girlfriend isn't, you don't want her watching?
She's
It just has in the background, fuck stewardess, and on the to-do list.
8 months we dated. I would not let her know that I was called Decky. And then I got really drunk one time and I called myself Decky, and she's like, "That's it."
Oh yeah, you
yeah.
told this story, on stream one time, yeah.
She respects it. She doesn't give a fuck. So like, luckily she doesn't.
She joins you on stream sometimes now, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, she'll come hang out sometimes.
because you did Fall Guys one time with her, right?
Just anything to. It's not like I'm hiding something, but it just creeps me out.
I am very sensitive about like people I went to high school with that like I knew, but like I don't talk to anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want them to know shit.
Terrifying.
But like the problem is like my friend who I'm close with obviously knows. He's friends with like everybody and just tells people all the time. And it's like, so I have people just coming out of the woodwork. Like I felt like embarrassed. I was like ashamed for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, the reason why they're asking you is because they wish they could do it. God.
I guess. Yeah. I'm just socially inept, I think. That's
Yeah.
fine. What do you have a thing like that, Enardo? When like normal people ask you what do you say?
When I went to like the bank the other day and they were like asking, "Oh, where's your income coming from?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I work for Google," because they can see it's from Google.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I said, "Oh, just online stuff. You won't get
I'm a
it."
freelance Google employee.
Yeah. They're gonna think it's something like special, but no, it's just YouTube with the algorithm and all that stuff.
That demonetization icon.
God damn, it haunts me, man. It haunts me.
YouTube hates Rust. They
YouTube
hate
hates
it.
Rust. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
When I
Any
was
other
doing
game.
Rust, it was so bad. Like, oh my god, it's tough out there for a Rust YouTuber.
Well,
Sir
Rusty
Decky, who has
boys, yeah.
3 hours in Rust, he's just like, glad I didn't get into that one. I don't get YouTube there.
Well, it's fine on Twitch, but on YouTube, it's tough.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
like-
I wonder why though. I actually
Well,
wonder
here's
why.
the thing: like the PvP Chad types of Rust videos, always fine, never a
Yeah.
problem. But the comedy ones, they hate that shit. They hate it. I don't
wonder
know why. I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe it's just a bot that doesn't like seeing like half naked people.
Maybe. Yeah. Not a good time.
Wait, what? Oh,
Okay, keep that towel on.
oh
Hold
God,
on a
no! Oh God!
They can see you
We
because
can't.
the camera's wider. They just saw you. Oh God.
Enardo, what's the most unbelievable thing that happened in your life? Whether it's good, bad, something that like you actually were just like,
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Aqua just wants to hear
I
about
got
ghosts.
slapped on my face in the middle of the night, and no one was in my room. I had something. it happened to me
This is the
twice.
Story, yeah.
This is a
get it?
story.
Yeah,
What's
yeah, yeah.
happening?
Twice?
I got shit. Yeah, it happened to me twice. The creepy shit happens in my house, man. I don't know. It's
This is what
it was,
we've been looking for, guys.
It was in my old room, and I still remember it. It fucking scares me. Okay, so on my bed, I sleep. You can either sleep facing where the door is, or you sleep facing the wall. And I slept facing the wall, and I sleep with my hands under the pillow. You know how under the pillow it's cooler, it's colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like that. That's how I sleep. My door's closed and everything. And I was like at that point where I'm like half asleep, half awake, and all I hear is on my face. I'm on the side of my face, right? And it was stinging. I woke up with it stinging on my face. But I got up. You know when you wake up and you freeze, and you're sweating and you don't want to turn.
Yeah.
I had that, and I turned. Obviously, nothing was there, and I was like, "This must be one of my siblings, right?" So I got up, and it was like I think it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I had school the next day. I got up, and I think I was like 15 or 16, and then I went to go check. They were dead asleep. I woke them up, telling them what, are you guys trying to like, you're pranking me? What's going on? And they got creeped the fuck out, and I got creeped the fuck out, and I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. Happened to me twice. In the same room, and it actually, because now that's not my room, it's my sister's room. It's happened to her recently. I promise you. I won't get her on, but I can confirm.
Slapping ghost.
The face slapping ghost. Yeah.
Wow. You need to call the Ghostbusters, dude.
God damn it.
This troll little ghost just
Yeah, it just runs for their life.
Yeah, it's funny.
Is your house old or like?
We were told
there a
that a
murder
guy
there?
used to live here and he died.
Oh.
And like, yeah.
How did he die?
I have no idea.
Did he get slapped in the face? Yeah, did he get slapped
Maybe he
in the
got slapped
face?
in the face. Maybe.
Is his soul restless?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, the first person I think that really had a ghost story here.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I had
a lot of
another one. It
people-
was with Jennifer.
What?
Believe it or not. I was recording a video, right? I was home alone. On the day, and I was like to Jen, hey, Jen, we're going to record Rust. She's like, yeah, sure. Jennifer can confirm this because she heard it herself. I record, you know how you can separate audio tracks?
Yeah.
One microphone, one game sounds. I had my microphone, but I had my old mic, so I had a Blue Yeti, so it's a really sensitive mic.
Yeah.
And I was editing a video, and then I asked Jennifer a question, and then she answered, and then something else answered. I heard like a brief yeah, like from another female, right? And I decided to mute it, and I heard the female voice coming from my mic and not from the actual game sound. So it was
What
something
the
in my fucking room.
fuck?
And I remember when I was showing Jen that thing that night, and you know that feeling you get for like something's watching you from over your shoulder when you're editing?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was sitting down editing that whole night. I couldn't. I showed it to a few people on my Discord server, and they were
Weird.
creeped the fuck out.
Do you still have it?
I actually don't, but I think you can hear it for a brief second on the video if I can find it. Because you have music covered and everything. I gotta try and find it. I showed it to Jen, and even she was like, "What the hell?"
No, you need to
That's why
move,
you don't
dude.
live in Europe. Things are too old there. Too much
God, no.
Too much history.
Yeah. I think you've taken the cake for creepiest experience here at Gamerhole thus
Do you actively believe in ghosts and stuff?
I
guess
don't
yeah,
want
now.
to. I had some experiences, but I'm just like, maybe I was like dreaming the slap. But when my sister told me recently she had that, I was like, okay, this is getting weird.
You
I had
need to
a-
move quickly.
Yeah.
I had an ex-girlfriend who was like, I've seen plenty of ghosts. Like she was like one of those people.
Oh.
Like, yeah, like I saw one in my dorm room, a little boy just standing in the, and I'm like, shut up. Like, at the time I was like, okay, yeah, that's wow.
That's
crazy.
interesting.
So I was like, shut the fuck up. Like later on, but my best friend that I've known since I was literally 4 years old recently never told me my whole life until I asked him. Like this came up for the first time. And that motherfucker swears, and he is not a liar. He is not the type to make shit up. He has seen a ghost. And it is a creepy fucking story, and maybe we'll have him on the gamer hole to tell it one time. But he could tell a lot of stories about me personally, I bet. But and I about him. But yeah, ever since he told me that, I am like, okay, like I believe him, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, my girlfriend at the time, and the way he tells it, it's like kind of convincing, honestly. And like, but with her, it's like I didn't really believe her, but yeah.
I believe you, Enardo. You got slapped in the face and then
I got slapped in the face.
Don't try and rationalize it. We know what it was.
It was a fucking ghost, obviously.
I actually live in an apartment with a window. Like before this, I lived in like a bunker. It was like all this other stuff. But this one actually has a window, and I'm like high up, so I can see like all these other windows.
Mhm.
Favorite thing is just to sit in the window creepily, just stare until people look up. At times, I'll just sit there. I'm just like, my hands down. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
it's happened multiple times. Two poor like moms, and they'll be like making the bed, and then they like to the window, and they're like, through.
Jesus.
None of them are in my building. It's like buildings further away, but like it's awesome.
Glad you find that thrilling. Decky.
wow, Decky.
Totally rad. This fucking asshole in a building like across from my old apartment used to just stare at me all the time like that. And I'd look over and be like, ah, fucking you again. Like while they were on the phone or something, they'd just be like kind of like blankly staring at what I'm doing. I'm like, fuck off. It was like a very, they were pretty close too. It was so annoying. This fucker would always stare at me. I hated that guy. I
Yeah.
fucking hated that guy.
And we talked about it before, but like he's probably just like, I hate that guy who's sitting in his apartment.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Get to be home all day in front of that stupid green piece of paper. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
The other thing with COVID, like I moved into this apartment while COVID was going on. So like, I mean, everybody's working at home, staying at home.
Mhm.
And definitely, you can tell that like some of these people are like, "Who is this guy? Why is he here?" And then I always super awkward, never talk to him or anything. And then they hear me yelling about fucking dudes and killing people all the time. So you know that they're confused, and like I know whenever like COVID goes done and everybody goes back to work, they'll be like, "Why is he still here?"
Because they're like yelling like fuck, like I fucking care. Whatever. So Enardo, can I ask you another question that we like to ask people around these parts?
Go ahead.
What's your worst injury?
Say it's the most boring fucking story.
We need to hear it.
It's boring. I was with my cousin, and you can get those like we were going like downhill, like it was like in a public park, but we were going as fast as possible, right? He had like like those bikes you can have, and one of you guys can stand on the back. Me being the dumb, I stood on the back. He was going real quick, and then there was like a bunch of kids in the way, and obviously he swerved. And I just kept rolling down on the pavement, going downhill, just kept rolling. That's literally it.
No.
I was just winded a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
That was nothing special.
That looked probably absolutely poggers to other
I was
people.
crying, man. What are you talking about? I was probably crying. I was like
I like to imagine Enardo getting up and walking off like it was nothing, but I guess he was crying like a little bitch,
Yeah, it probably was, yeah.
I've got a question. This is for everybody. What is a lot of people, normal out there? Normal average dudes. What's the weirdest thing that you perceive about yourself? Me personally, like I'm a weird dude in a lot of ways. There's no hiding that. Like some people come off as normal. I don't really come off as normal, I don't think. If you guys aren't familiar with my eating habits, I eat like 5 things. I don't eat any condiments. So like if I eat a hamburger, it's just a meat patty and bread, and then I put a lot of salt on it.
That
or
is
if you
so
eat tacos,
fucking weird.
That is weird.
Tortilla. No condiments.
The tortilla
seasonings are okay.
The tortilla
But
thing I
not
can
condiments.
understand, but I don't know. Like if there's no sauce at all, like I don't get that.
Yeah,
one. You're a
I
little
live
weird.
for the sauce.
Like I've spent all my life. I've gone.
When's the last time you tried like putting some ketchup or something on something?
A couple of months ago, I tried to eat a cheeseburger with burger. I didn't get ketchup or anything. Condiments was too far, but I was like, I could maybe handle cheese, and I couldn't do it.
Not
What?
even cheese?
No,
You don't
no
eat
cheese.
cheese?
Was it like
I eat
meat
cheese
and bun?
and Cheetos. So fake cheese sometimes I'll fuck with, but not real cheese. No way.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I don't
You
do
could
milk
legit
either.
be on that show, like Picky Eaters or whatever.
I could. Cereal I used to eat with water when I was a kid. Now I've grown up.
What?
I'm an adult.
Wait, wait, hold on.
Every podcast, Decky shares something new about himself that is just like,
How the fuck does that cereal?
I
What, you guys
hate
just
milk. It's disgusting, dude. It tastes so bad.
I once had skimmed milk, right, or semi-skimmed milk with my cereal, and it was it tasted like water.
Yeah.
I didn't have it because it tasted like water. You're telling me, water,
That's
the way you
normal,
guys say
though.
it.
That's normal though, Enardo. Like,
Yeah, but who the
that's
fuck has
normal,
water in cereal?
Very young. Now I do real milk. Oh, I've actually eaten it on stream. It's a disaster. I get like the spoonful and I like kind of tilt it to drain a little of the milk out, but not, have the cereal follow the spoon. Then I put it in my mouth, but then I grit my teeth. And then I use my tongue and I press the tongue against the top of my mouth with all the cereal in it to squeeze the milk out, and the milk drains out through my
Okay, that's
That
weird.
is weird,
No,
too.
that's
Holy.
actually fucking weird. I thought you were about to say like to suck the milk from that.
Right, I thought you
But
were gonna
no,
be
the way
like,
you let it drip.
yeah, I thought because I don't put much milk in with my cereal, but like I don't understand letting it out of your mouth. Like,
That is
You-
so gnarly.
You one day on one of the podcasts, you have to have it. Just
I
have
want
it.
to watch you eat cereal, Decky.
How the fuck do you just make eye contact whilst it drains out?
Yeah, that became my go-to ever since like I moved from water. I just like
Oh man,
filter it out, and it kind of it's disgusting.
it's like a
I don't
cycle.
eat cereal very often because it's like the bowl is.
What about ice cream? Do you like ice cream?
I love ice cream. I will eat an entire like box of ice cream on my own.
but not
Okay.
cheese.
Oh no.
You don't like
Yeah,
the
I'm not
taste,
lactose
or-
intolerant. I just don't like most dairy.
Is it the taste that bothers you? Or like
Taste and texture.
the idea,
It's
texture?
both. Yeah.
Do you eat any fruits or vegetables? Or like orange juice? Anything like that?
Yeah, I'll fuck with fruits and vegetables. I don't mind. Like I'll eat spinach just like straight up.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're
No-
good.
nothing
then.
on it.
Honestly, fuck it. If you eat like meat, red meat, I know you eat chicken, that orange
Uh-huh.
chicken,
Yeah.
vegetables, fruit, you're fine. Fuck it. Who cares?
yeah,
And that's what I focused on. And like I don't enjoy eating vegetables, but I'll just eat a big handful of like baby spinach.
Do your thing then. You're good.
yeah.
But now that's a
It's weird.
skill, the human
It's a weird
waterfall, but
thing,
with
but-
milk.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things that I'm a freak with, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I have
one that most
nothing
people are
compared to
shocked
that.
at.
I'm sorry.
People always talk about medical marijuana, like helping them with, all these different issues. I don't smoke, but I even was all like, I got super high one time purely to go to a wing place and try and eat wings. It didn't work. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get the munchies. I'm gonna be so hungry. My mind's gonna be expanded to where I want to try different things. And I was in for it. I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's eat some wings. And then I put it in my mouth and I tasted that sauciness getting all over me. And I was just like, shit.
I'm the
wanna eat
opposite.
some
I
shit.
need that sauce. That makes
Yeah.
You're a
Wow.
freaky eater, dude. Just like the show. So
it's
Nardo,
weird.
you have any weird quirks like that?
I feel like since Rust, I've been getting this next level, getting paranoid, checking my fucking doors. When I leave the house, make sure they're locked. Cars, make sure that the doors are locked whenever I go in someone's car and stuff. Same with OCD as well, with dust and stuff. I have that real bad. If I see a speck of dust on my computer or anything, I have to get rid of it. I have to.
I'm kind of like that too, but I had real OCD when I was a kid.
Do you have anything,
Sorry.
Aqua? Do you have any weird quirks other than doing YouTube all the time and people, not understanding why you're in your room yelling?
Well, I like to dress up like a baby and wear diapers and stuff and have my. No, I'm just kidding.
See, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, no. I did watch a documentary about people who do that. I mean, my OCD, but it's gotten so much better. It's not really a huge deal. I used to have to turn lights on and off several times till it felt right, like textbook OCD. But
Have you ever had an awkward conversation where you're like, I don't belong in this group?
I had horrible anxiety a few years ago. I just felt like I was about to die every second of the day, and I lived like that for 2 years. It's horrible.
How did you get past that? Because I feel like, especially in the internet, people are plagued with anxiety.
Yeah. Well, I did some research and thought a lot about it. I also did see a therapist for a little bit. You just got to realize that shit is just thought loops, just negative thought loops. And if you give credit to those thoughts over and over again, your mind will troll you and just be like, here's that thing again you don't like, and just keep showing it to you.
Yeah.
It's don't think about an elephant. And then you think about an elephant, that kind of thing. But if you think about the elephant and you're like, there's that fucking elephant again. And you just be cognizant of it's literally just your nerves firing when they're not supposed to. It's a brain malfunction. It's a malfunction of the wiring in your brain. And you just have to a little bit at a time, just kind of de-escalate that shit. For me, it was fear of all sort, just fear of death, essentially. It just hit me like a fucking pile of bricks how mortal I was, because when I was a kid, I was like, fuck it, I'm invincible, I don't give a shit. And then when I was 25 and went to the hospital and it just really hit me all at once, you're totally mortal, you could die at any second.
Yeah.
And that was really hard on me. And I think it's really common for people in their mid-20s to experience that. And I realized just eventually, spending all your time being worried about shit is just ruining the time you do have. Just slowly pulled out of it, just how I went into it. I don't know. So anyone out there with anxiety, say fuck it, man. That got really deep and serious. Sorry about
Yeah.
ruining the podcast. Enardo, do you sit or stand when you wipe?
Sit.
Do you sit or stand when you
Who
pee?
stands? Does anybody here stand?
Decky.
Decky, yeah.
You
Stand
stand?
up on the toilet.
He's a big stander, yeah.
I kind of depending on my mood, I'll do either one, which is really just me not wanting to admit that I'm mostly a stander.
I'm trying to think of it now. I must have stand once or twice at least my whole lifetime wiping. Wait, what are these fucking? Who gets these questions? You guys need to.
This is what happens in the camera.
This
hole.
This is the gamer hole. We're
Did you
just
sit
talking. Who is it that sits when they pee? Charboy.
Charboy?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've done that a few times. Well, he does it all the time.
That's his go-to.
Oh man.
Oh.
Do you have anything you would like to talk about, Enardo?
Yeah.
What's your top 3 favorite games ever?
At the moment, I'm kind of bored of games. There's not much.
Historically.
Okay, I'll probably say my first ever game that got me into gaming when I was 6 years old, which was Metal Slug.
Okay.
The little on the
nice,
Neo
yeah.
Geo. Yeah. I had that. And you had the Jack and Daxter crap. I had that. That was my little childhood go-to all the time. Maybe I'll have to say Rust, because that shit changed my view on everything on gaming, kind of. The interactions, the funny comedy style of things. I love it. That's what I love the game about. But at the moment, it's kind of died off. I'm trying to bring it back. I'm holding on to the last threads.
Yeah, you're one of the last ones to.
I know.
Yeah,
It's sad to
community has
see.
changed. Yeah. As soon as I started getting shot on site, always, I was like, I can't, like, because I always like to do that kind of stuff too.
It's sad. Everybody's going. I remember what got me into Rust was like different generations in the
Yeah.
community. Yeah, like the very first generation. When I came around, you had Vertigo Winter.
Yeah.
You, I believe, as well.
No, I was Gen 2.
Were you Gen 2?
Yeah.
Technically,
You had Vertigo Winter. You had Faceless Soup and Zuckles, I think. That was it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those are the
and like Fado and those guys.
Yeah, I used to
Next-
binge watch all their stuff.
Yeah. Next
Because they were
gen-
funny.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. Next gen.
Vertigo and Sir Winter basically like I had played Rust before that, but they like opened my eyes to like a different way of playing
Yeah.
Rust.
No, huge respect to those guys because they actually got me into the game. Then the second gen was you guys. It was you. You had Guac for a small period
Yeah.
of time.
I mean, General Sam played Rust for a bit.
General Sam like came in during that time.
I think you had Stimpy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like your generation was like you, Wellen, I think came around the same time. Fuck.
All the PvPers and
PvPers.
stuff.
Yeah, Blueprint.
There's so many.
And like
Yeah.
TV, all
Yeah.
those guys. All yeah.
I basically came in at the wrong generation, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like the God damn it.
I'm very happy with like the path I've gone down in my life, but like I do kind of wish that I was like from my parents' generation, like being a kid in like the late 70s and like in college in the 80s. Like that sounds cool, man. The stories they tell me, it's just like, oh fuck, like people were out doing shit all the time and just like getting into trouble, and like I'm kind of jealous of that.
I wish I was like not just born in the 80s. I wish I was a teenager, living my life in the 80s. That would have been great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Primarily for
with your cut off jean jacket,
Yeah,
with
cut
a
off
gun
jean
in it.
jacket. Yeah.
With a cap gun in it. Yeah, dude. I used to dress like that too. I still kind of do. I think I'm gonna do that. Cut off sleeves, jean vest, dude. That sounds fat. I think you and I dress similarly, Decky. Do you have anything particularly disgusting that you've experienced in your life? Like the grossest event that ever happened to you?
You ever like in a fast food restaurant and then you ever just see a random guy come up to the window and just put his dick out and start pissing all over it?
What?
You ever seen
No.
that? You never seen that before, guys?
No.
I've seen that. It's messy. It's the weirdest shit you've ever seen in your life in broad daylight. Broad fucking daylight.
Fucking England, man.
Yeah. Come to the UK, guys. You'll love it. You'll love it here.
Is this just like a homeless guy?
I don't know. He was crazy, and I don't think anybody wanted to go stop him.
You
in
could have
case-
been really drunk.
Oh yeah, bro. He probably taken something. I don't know. I don't know. During the weekend, I was invited by Vertigo to come play Rust, and I had something else planned, but I cancelled it. I was gonna go into town, and get a few drinks with the friends and stuff. But that night, a major stabbing happened. This is real recent, which is kind of
Bar
scary.
you were going to go to?
Right next, pretty much real nearby, like. And it was like these people who were injured. They were like randomly. There was no link into like.
That's the worst.
That's scary. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there. Obviously, I'm trying to think of a different one. But it's kind of weird that if I didn't record that night, I would have been there or been
you
around
would've been
there.
close. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a risk.
Yeah.
Which is
Those
kind of
things are
scary.
really strange where it's like you change your plans and then something happens, or like
Yeah.
different day of the week or something else, and you're always like, man, what are the chances of me being doing that? Like, I had the same thing happen in the city. Like, I had been at this Plaza Garibaldi, which is like where all the mariachis hang out. 2 days later, there is a huge shooting. I was just there, and like the entire thing was shut down. I went back, and then I was there. Like, I stopped by like the next day. But yeah, weird shit like that is always strange.
Do you guys recall in the news that bomb that went off in New York City, like on 23rd Street, and ISIS like pressure cooker bomb went off?
Oh,
and
yeah, I think I did.
that happened across the street from my apartment, but I wasn't home at the time. Like, I could have been blown up by that fucking bomb. Like, exactly where it was, and exactly I could have been walking right by it when it went off. Like, that would have been super
Jesus.
likely. I lived on the 12th floor at the time. All the stuff like on my windowsill got like knocked over. It was fucked.
Yeah.
I could have gotten blown up. I was walking around like looking at trash all funny for like months after that. Like, I was super nervous.
All right. Well, we've been going for an hour and 45.
Oh, crap. Well, who came up with the name, The Gamer Hole? I want to know who. You did?
Yeah.
I love holes. So yeah.
No, it's a good name. It's a good name because like when I first saw it, I was like, oh god, there's gonna be some like sexual like
Like the comment section sometimes, I think when it first happened had a few, but
it's a meme.
It just sounds funny.
It does, yeah, it actually does.
thanks, Enardo, for joining us, and Aqua and Decky, like always. Thank you to patrons who want to see this full thing.
We're gonna be uploading more highlights and stuff before each episode too.
Yeah.
But yeah, big thank you to Enardo. Check him out on YouTube and Twitch. Enardo. You could call him Nard Dog. I like to do that.
Dog. Yeah, you started that. A lot of people trying to steal that from you.
Try Hard did.
Was it Try? You and Try. You have all these others. I'm like, no. It can only be said by the original.
Yeah,
group
okay.
of
That's
people.
all right. Don't call him Nard Dog. But anyway, thank you, Nardo.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for having me on, guys.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching as well. And big thank you to the patrons, for doing that. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching The Gamer Hole. Just a quick reminder, if you want to see some exclusive episodes, as well as behind the scenes and uncut versions of the episodes you see here on YouTube, or if you just want to support The Gamer Hole, check us out on Patreon. It's linked in the description below. Get all kinds of fun little perks in there. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next episode of The Gamer Hole.